Welcome back to Two Girls, One Episode, where we react, we roast, and we judge the shit out of your favorite and our favorite shows. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Tash. And today we're diving back into Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. Reggie Jean-Paul and Phoebe Dynevor as the leads of season 1.
It was like, what? What? Yeah, that. So this is shock and delight. So this is going to be interesting. Next step of their relationship, I assume. Well, their first step of their fake relationship.
Yeah, this is starting the fake dating.
Fake dating trope. Here we go.
We all know where that leads.
Yes, we do. Well, we're about to see if this stands up against last episode, seeing as they brought out all the guns blazing for the season premiere.
It's my favorite song. And favorite scene.
Yeah, so we'll see how this plays out. See if we get more of any of the other characters, but I assume it's still going to be background characters, right?
I actually don't remember. I've watched it so many times and I don't remember.
I'm like,
I don't absorb anything when I'm watching this shit.
It's going to be you, like I was watching that SVU episode, trying to figure out the whole time.
Which one? Oh, from last week. Yeah,
Miss Leader or whatever it was. Yeah, when I was like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure whenever it starts, I'll know exactly what the fuck is going on, but
we'll see. Ooh, this lighting's so pretty.
The lighting?
Yeah, because
there's like none.
Yeah, but it's the way that they've done it. Because I just watched Nosferatu, which was amazing.
Your Grace, I shall need you to push.
Oh snap!
Aye.
You must breathe, Your Grace.
What is with everyone standing outside the room?
Just the times, I guess.
Push, Your Grace, push.
What is it? What is it? This is a boy,
Like,
Your Grace.
priorities, my dude.
Well, I mean, he did only care about his bloodline.
This is true. Which is so wild about this time, right? Like, that's all that wives were supposed to do was give you sons.
Yep.
And it's like, fuck you. You did your job. Bye. How many times did...
What?
How many times had she been pregnant prior to this?
I don't remember. I just know it's been girls.
Ugh.
He got what he deserved, though.
It will not be necessary.
But also, like, to still have houses that hold that much trauma in them and, like, just keep passing them down is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Will ever be just 2 words that come to this author's mind.
Oh,
the morning
yeah.
After any good, delightful.
I think one thing we could probably learn about this time is, like, everyone's relationship to their bodies and, like, other people's bodies.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Life as a duchess will have many demands. Hosting balls, greeting foreign dignitaries. Daphne will not merely be in society, she will be leading it.
I have prepared a quite.
I also love the contrast between these two. Like, Lady Danbury's so, like, bold with everything she wears, and, like, Violet's very, like, you know, demure and mindful.
Demure.
Very demure, very mindful.
The rumour of my being alone with a man, let alone punching him, will ruin.
That's so crazy, too. Like, have a conversation with a man, and all of a sudden, you are sleeping with him, and...
No, these times are ridiculous.
So stupid. I mean, to be fair, it still kind of happens now.
Simply showed up. Now he straggles about. That's her face, probably. That's her hair.
I love how forward she is.
You know what is an accomplishment?
It's something that I missed in season 3.
University. If I were a man, I could do
I
that,
will
you know.
also
Instead, I shall have to stand
the way
by
she
and watch
holds
dear Mama
herself in
get
this
proud, because some man should like to admire
like
Mrs.
season,
Tracy there and fill her up with babies.
whereas like now she's
Okay,
like
you're not listening to
proper
what
and
I'm
like
saying.
holds herself in a different, very
Yeah.
different way.
Whoa.
I know someone.
But
This child.
Is it your mama? She's not your father?
Rude.
I suppose your father should still want a boy.
It's not my mama. It is a maid.
Which one of your maids is married?
She's not married.
How did she become a child if she's not married?
the fear.
No. I will
Like,
find
what do
out.
you mean?
You must. How does a lady come to be with child? Eloise, a question. I thought one needed to be married. Whatever are you talking about? Apparently it's not even a requirement. Eloise, that is more than enough.
What? It's not a requirement.
Daphne, please, you were playing so lovely. Please do go on. I take it the two of you? No?
Do not look at me. Have you ever visited a farm?
Oh, I do hope the two of you are not encouraging improper topics of conversation.
Not at all, Mother. In fact, we were just heading off to take our sticks out.
Colin Bridgerton.
Around a fencing.
Not take your stick out.
He's
God
so
damn.
funny.
I
Throw
cannot
this man out.
imagine a greater show of disrespect than promising me to Nigel Burbrook.
Anthony, tell me you...
He's a fine choice. I looked into him.
You promised your sister to that man.
Not well enough, apparently.
What?
Does not matter. I now have many choices indeed. I do not need...
You have suitors. You do not have what matters, proposals. Except, of course, from Lord Burbrook.
Whatever happened to his eyes? Quite grotesque.
She punched the fuck out of it.
Daphne has
Yeah,
charmed a duke,
she destroyed his
Anthony.
face.
You must know that changes everything.
Please do not...
Anthony, no one asked you. Please leave.
I hate him this season.
The Duke is not...
Like, I'm gonna rip those sideburns off your face.
Lord Burbrook may not respect a woman's choice, but he certainly will respect a man's.
Well, and if the Duke is not serious, well, I shall have others.
Daphne, I saw the way the two of you looked at each other last night and this morning. There are no others.
Yeah,
is
see,
only
look,
the
this is what happens. It's like, y'all actually like each other. That's why you pretended. Oh, this is my man.
Hello.
This is a beautiful human.
Did you truly dance with the Bridgerton girl? Must have taken enough
And his
pounding from
skin.
your chin today. Your dukeship.
Oh my god.
Have a moment.
My God.
Have a moment.
Daddy, chill.
No. And I can think of dozens of reasons why, starting with she is my sister, and ending with she is already engaged to be married, and then perhaps circling back to she is my sister.
Oh,
That's a
that was
cheap shot.
dirty.
As opposed to some gambling hell or backwater slum, or wherever it was you chose to fuck about for God knows whatever reason.
Break his jaw. That was unnecessary
said-
because you've been doing the
they said
same
the
thing,
word-
my dude.
They said the word fucking this?
Burbrook.
What, did you not know that?
Hardly a saint. You are,
No.
and have long been, a good friend, the best.
Oh my
It's
god.
Netflix.
This is my sister.
They can say what they want.
Think of
I mean, I get it, but I didn't think that they actually said it in this series. He's so cute.
He would have to be bloody Shakespeare with his letters if he cannot speak.
Like this shit.
Let us hear it, boy. Give me a word, a grunt. Talk
He's
to me,
such a
damn you.
You are
cute little
scaring
And
thing.
if that's what it should take, I shall get a sound from him still.
No.
How dare you raise your hand
What
to
did you
him?
say?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
What is
You're
he
not
doing?
really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
An imbecile.
Yes,
Your
no.
Grace. He is an idiot! My God. Do you know how precarious of a situation we are in, boy? We have been granted this line. The monarchy itself has declared it. But it will only remain ours so long as we remain extraordinary. The Hastings name cannot land in the quivering hands of a
It's not
half-wit.
stupid.
Get him.
Man,
out
they
of my
do a
sight.
really good
This
job
boy's dead
at
to me.
making you hate this motherfucker.
The bundles came to include small notes. We passed tiny missives back and forth for months. I've never longed for church quite so much.
I don't think she asked about your relationship
George
though.
now?
She
Spain.
asked about the making of
He
a
went
baby.
off to fight with Bond.
No, she wanted to know how that
Continues to
happened,
write.
yeah.
See?
So that she can not do that.
So, Your
Or do that
commission
with
then,
Colin.
It was brought about by
Love. It was love, Penelope.
I always wondered about like the first people that had sex. Like, why did you make that? Like, how did you get there? And the rest of us are just like, yeah, fuck yeah, we'll enjoy this. But like, how did you get there in the first place?
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish to be entertained, enthralled. Should the royal physician seek to tell me my husband is dead, Brimsley?
I do not believe so, Your Majesty.
Then tell him I am occupied.
She spent the whole first season just being like, is he dead? No. Oh well. Meh.
So what, her husband's just like sick?
Yeah, have you not seen Queen Charlotte?
No.
Oh,
I know nothing of Queen Charlotte.
We have to add that to the list.
Have you learned to read?
Mm-hmm.
To write? To ride a horse? To fence? Well, then why ever are you not in school?
I can not eat.
You can speak. People just
When
don't
I
have
was a girl,
fucking
some
patience.
Centuries ago, I was afraid even of my own reflection.
You and Lady Danbury are very much alike.
Honestly, I'd kill. Like, I'm like, you can stand here until he's finished speaking. Oh, touching.
There's so much.
So
It's
much.
so
I'm like,
good.
don't cry. It's so good. But honestly, I would like the way I would knock some people out. You're gonna sit here until he's finished because he has something to say.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have anywhere to be. Like, I don't get people.
But the flashbacks just make the present day that much better.
Yeah. This is the other thing of this time that's so wild, that like everyone just knew these same dances.
Oh, I know. Like, how do you know that this is the one that we're gonna do? You know?
I don't like. Do they send out like a list of like, these are the dances for this ball?
That would be so fun to learn, though.
Oh yeah. Like, also, you're doing a very good job of pretending to be having fun.
Why? Because I asked you to.
Fucking Benedict.
Perhaps I was unclear this morning. Is it your wish me to insult your sister Bridgerton? On the contrary, you wish your sister
Here we go.
Lord Bridgerton. What matters concern me, nor on the matter of Lord Burbrook's character.
See, this is a good way to protect
And perhaps even
your
she might learn to
person.
return my affections over time.
Oh, do
Not,
come
I'll
off it,
kill you,
Burbrook. I presume
yada
you failed
yada.
to mention how he got that purple eye.
Yes. As we've been talking about the stupid ass little books, you can't talk to another man because I'm gonna murder somebody. Yeah, fuck's sake. It's like, I'm gonna knock you out because you're shit.
Yeah.
My lord, you must know. Daphne would have surely told me if this were true.
Why?
Oh, really? What makes you think that?
Would she?
Exactly.
You're a dick. No, she ain't telling you shit. I love you, Jonathan Bailey, but Lord have mercy.
Not to mention people watching. You cannot assure me of anything.
Yes, sir. Oh no, he can't do that because then they have to get married.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, he can't touch your hand because then they have to get married.
Yeah. Oh, he can't breathe on your face. They have to get married.
A crush of an evening, Your Grace.
You follow me, Burbrook. I thought this matter's settled.
It was settled until you had to go and spoil it. I
Spoil
implore you to
it
speak
all
again
by
with the
saying
Viscount.
something
Last night was a
stupid.
mistake, I admit. A temporary lack of judgment. You understand that?
Nope.
do you not?
There is not and never will be any kind of understanding between the two of us. Go home, Burbrook.
Have you must tell me. For if I had already known she was loose and damaged, not intact, I never.
I'm sorry.
Talking. I shall not have you question the lady's unimpeachable honor again.
Yes. Yes, very well.
This is the other
That is why
psychotic thing is this
I do
time.
not deserve to breathe the same air as her.
I, to a man's temporary lack of judgment, it would be you. The apple should not fall very far, should it?
I mean, I'm not gonna be mad if you kill him, but probably shouldn't
He
do
won't,
that.
but you know. He had it coming.
He did.
He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
I didn't do it. But if I done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong?
That little sense of
I
pride.
ride and I fence and I shoot. Exceptionally well. I am told.
Good job.
And then
You are my worst failure.
I beg your pardon.
I am sure you do.
I shan't again.
My sight, and with your bitch mouth
Excuse me?
shut.
and look where she is now. The queen's right hand
I've wrote
woman.
to you many
Yeah.
times to let you know I'm
Yeah, your ass gonna be fucking severed from your freaking head.
not dead.
No. It is perfect. I should like
Look, we
some
don't have to be rude.
Mama, might I go play with
Can I go play toddlers?
Might I go promenade for suitors?
Promenade for suitors with Eloise.
Can I go play with Eloise? Oh my god.
The one who was in the frightened. But there may be a chance for her to have a happy ending yet, I suppose. She wants to escape to the country where she and her love will marry. She has even greater reason to be frightened. When
She's such a
married,
little
life is over,
romantic.
scarcely an
Yeah.
escape, Penelope. The poor maid.
The poor maid.
I passed a group of men playing their games.
But here we are with the high-ass choker. Why?
Yeah. I'm like,
Why?
she's got all of this room.
into your hand.
It just looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Absurdity that passes
Someone said that
entertainment
she
amongst
acted
men.
with her
My
neck
cuff.
the entire
Right to me.
season. She's like I can't even do it. Oh.
Oh.
That I'm afraid I must reject your proposal.
So,
I know. You're not the marrying type.
what's the next
Have you considered
title
you're not
up
the type
from a
women
dude?
wish to marry?
I do suppose if I were forced to take a wife, you would be the least
Hold on.
objectionable option.
Is that meant to be a compliment?
Because I feel like that's what she's gonna have to marry if, like, she turns him down.
I think a prince.
Oh, right. So she's gonna go and be royalty.
Yeah.
And I shall save her, as well as your entire family, from the ruin which you could not protect them.
Well, no, she's definitely gonna have to get engaged to the Duke.
I look forward to the union of our great families. Bridgerton,
If I had a dog, this would be the time that I would sick him on him.
Bro. Go get that horse to kick him.
I must issue my challenge to Lord.
I must marry Nigel Burbrook. It is the only choice.
Eloise is just in there like,
what do you mean? No, someone do something. Well, you don't have to throw the flowers out.
oh yeah. Look at this bitch.
Girl, what?
Bitch. Where did she get that from?
I'm like, you don't know how babies are made. You can't be smoky.
For real. She's just a fucking chain smoker.
Go on then.
Fully.
Chastise me.
At like 12.
16.
Spare one for me.
The outcast.
I do love their friendship though.
As you please. Another.
Ew. That was a very necessary scene. Very necessary.
It was necessary for me. Very much so. Yep. It was required.
No, it was very necessary. That's not being sarcastic at all.
Well, he did need to be knocked upside his head, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, Miss Queen. Can you get rid of Nigel Thornberry, please?
Mm-hmm.
Death is on the table, I would like you to know. It's an option.
Doing straight
up
The
cocaine.
glow of success benefited not
She,
only the young maestro,
she royalty. Who's going to say
surely
shit?
the entire
Say-
Mozart family would have felt the repercussions had their boy stayed forever in Salzburg. Would you not agree?
Yo, not round the dog. The dog
Give the
will be
dog a
walking
little while you're at it.
sideways.
Yes, I would.
already turned away many more handsome debutantes saying, Mother, I prize accomplishment over beauty.
He lied to you.
Can you believe it?
He ain't had nothing. That's why he's now blackmailing these guys.
Oh, he's basically saying that Daphne isn't as beautiful as the others.
I shall handle it.
Yeah, but the others are what? He's had no others. He's talking out his
They
ass.
leave themselves the sun and the moon, when in truth it is us ladies maids that do all the hard work.
I have one just like her.
You are quite fortunate, though. How troublesome could a household be with only Lady Burbrook and the young Lord Burbrook to look after?
Oh, you have no idea.
Bitch, are you trying to get fired?
You ate, but not deal. In fact, Lord Burbrook has a boy by one of his maids that he refused to provide for. Sent the maid and child away to live off scraps. Horrible man. Horrible enough for us to be rid of
Wait,
him.
what?
Let us pray.
He has a kid?
Mm-hmm.
He will only deny it. And he will believe a group of women over a man's word.
But also, he doesn't have to be chaste or whatever to get married anyways.
So we shall do.
His reputation's gonna go down the drain.
We shall talk.
We shall talk.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a pretty shot. Oh my god.
Squandered the accounts on some scheme in America.
I'm going to tell Jenny and Mary.
Here we go.
No.
I'm
Oh,
just gonna
snap.
get
And
back
once
to
Penelope
Lady.
hears-
It has come
Whistle
to this
down.
author's
There we go.
attention that the town is abuzz with a most sordid tale.
Like, you go to all this hassle when technically all they
It is
needed to
said
do was
one
tell
cannot
Eloise.
judge a book by its
Yeah,
cover.
literally.
But in the case of the
Most appropriate hem for your sister when she decides to marry the Duke. Perhaps your bride would like the same.
What bride?
Good night, Mother.
In other words, go find a woman, man.
Yep. I love this Violet.
She's so cool. She's so badass. But she's like badass in a very different way to like Lady Danbury, who's like, you know, aggressive and like in your face.
Yep. She's badass in secret.
Surely your mistress does not plan on confining me to this bedroom forever?
I should think one has only herself to blame for her confinement.
Surely you've not forgotten what happened to Mama. Her screams that night. You tried to hide it by singing to me, but her voice rattled the windows.
We see that
I
in
hear
season
them
2.
Sometimes still in my dreams. She almost died. Mere months after Papa.
Yeah, like I think you forget that like pregnancy is so fucking dangerous.
Yeah, especially back then.
Yeah. I'm like, it's dangerous now, let alone back then.
Yeah.
I'm frightened. I dare say I would be a fool at this point not to be terrified. You remember correctly that Mama had a perilous night. We both will find it.
It must be taxing.
What?
The game of pretend that you feel you must endlessly maintain.
Too truthful for our own good, that one.
$20 glasses from Amazon. That
I had to learn how to do that when I was doing like working weddings and
really?
stuff. Yeah, because a couple decided they wanted it, but no one knew how to do it. So like we had to like go and research and stack and restack these things so many times to make sure it flowed the right way. It was insane. You'd think it would be easy. It's not.
Yeah, I thought it was just you just pour the shit.
You should not have lost your temper, Lady Whistledown. Or the Queen. Or any member of the town. This is about
Anyone
life,
can hear them.
Grace.
I know.
My life. I must finally take charge of it.
Especially when everyone's nosy
afford
as
to do
anything.
Yeah.
So I shall not have this go wrong.
Fine. Very well, Daphne.
Oh, not a first name basis.
I know, right? And then he's gonna be a little scandalocious.
Not on my skin. I'll get tinglies.
I wish to find a husband.
This dude had a beard and no necktie the whole time.
Whatever is bothering
He doesn't play by the rules in society.
Oh, not the stutter. Someone's nervous. Struggling to speak, are we?
Oh, he does say the F word right here, too.
To take your rightful place.
Me very closely. For I've only returned to do it one thing. To make you a vow. The only vow I will ever make in my life. I will never marry. I will never sire an heir. The Hastings line will die with me. Are my words clear enough for you, Father?
This is always such an insane
Speak, you fucking monster.
sentiment to me. That
Speak.
like, why are you living your life to spite someone else?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all his dad cared about, was carrying on the line.
Yeah, and I get that, but like, you have chosen to rule your life around spite, and it's like, well, you're gonna miss out on, like, it's the same thing that people say is like, when you forgive someone, you're not forgiving them for them, you're forgiving them for you, because then you're not walking around with this spite and this hate and this anger towards this person who doesn't give two shits about you. Like, the man's dead. Who fucking cares? Like, you can, like, use your wealth and do whatever in the way that you see fit. And you can break this horrendous cycle of being a horrific father. Like, that is more spiteful than choosing to just, like, end the line, because he's won. It's like, okay, cool, well, I'm such a horrible person now because of the person that you were, that you've passed that down onto me. Whereas, like, you could be an amazing dad who doesn't care what happens. You could have girls, and that still, like, ends the line. And, like, you know, like...
And you can have a happy life. Live the fullest. Yeah, I think the reasoning behind it is kind of... I don't want to say... I don't know if it's saying selfish behind, but, like... Yeah, you have a good point. Like,
I don't think it's selfish for him to be like, oh, I don't want to carry on the line because you're an asshole and that's the thing that you wanted.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, because it's not, because he's doing it to piss somebody else off. But I just think that you're ruling your life by someone who's not going to be there, who's not going to know what's going to happen. And, like, he's a horrible person. He already died without a family and without people, like, you know, loving him and taking care of him and, like, thinking about him. Like, he already got all of the spite that he required. Like, why are you going to carry on the rest of your life with holding on to this spite for a man who doesn't care?
I mean, some people just do that because of the feelings that they had growing up. Like, they don't want... I don't know. That's just hatred. Pure and utter hatred.
Which is sad.
And, I mean, I get it. Because watching what he went through as a kid, like, that's just terrible. I wouldn't want that
100%.
man to get what he wants in life, you know? Even though he died very alone.
It, like, reminds me of, again, I wonder if we'll watch Once Upon a Time, but there's, like, a portion in Once Upon a Time where Regina does something to spite her mother. And only to... Then, in reality, it only ends up harming herself, and she, like, you know, ends up with this additional level of hatred for herself based on something that she did to piss someone off that didn't care. And so, yeah, it just reminds me of that, because it's like, he's not here, bro. Like, you're ruining your life for why?
But, I mean, it's a good character arc, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Where he ends in the season. I mean... But, yeah, I totally understand. I totally agree with what you say. Yeah, I
think
don't know.
Violet was pretty cool this episode.
Violet and Lady Danbury's friendship is just always top tier. Their friendship gets so much better in Queen Charlotte. I need you to watch that. We're going to need to watch that.
Well, watch Queen Charlotte, which I think, based on the way that we're going to be moving, that'll probably be a next year's thing once we finish season 3.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, Queen Charlotte came out after season 2. So there's things that are said in Queen Charlotte that kind of get referenced in season 3.
Okay, so we will see though, because when do we expect season 4 to come out?
Like probably, I would say probably like late next year, if not 2026 or 2020. So I don't know what year we're in.
We're in 2025. So I think I read possibly like September if you go based on some of the other ones, and if it's a fall premiere. So then we'll have time to do Queen Charlotte after season 2. But I was just like, we gotta make sure that we finish season 3 before we get to season 4 comes out.
We can definitely finish season 3 before, and even if it comes out in like May, June of next year, I think we'd probably still be able to watch season 3 next year.
We might have to just do some smashing of episodes.
And I think Queen Charlotte, is only 6 episods also.
All right, so it's a
shorter. Yeah, it's a shorter, and there's only 1 season. So
okay, so we can probably manage to put Queen Charlotte in then, especially if there's references that we need to know for season 3.
Yeah,
I mean, again, I've watched season 3 just obviously without the references because I didn't watch Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, but it's a lot of Violet's childhood and how Lady Danbury got involved with her family. And got her title. It's not just about Queen Charlotte. It's about like Lady Danbury, how she became a lady, basically, like her whole story.
Nice.
It's really interesting. I think you'll love Queen Charlotte.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, I will do a shuffle and we can put Queen Charlotte. As to where we're gonna put it in the thing of the series, but that was season 2 of Bridgerton, season 1, Shock and Delight. So if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. Even if you hated, like, comment, subscribe, please and thank you.
Or dislike. No, I'm kidding. Don't dislike it, please. I'm gonna cry.
just don't do anything. And then if you would like to see the full-length reaction, we do have a Patreon, which is linked below, so you can get the full-length reaction. We're also a couple of weeks ahead on Patreon, so we might be already finished the season, who knows. So if you want to catch all of those early or full-length where you get all of our reactions and weird comments throughout, join below. But otherwise, we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess.